So I'll link up everything in the description that I'm using except for the Push Sprayer Pro because it's not available yet. But look right here. Let's do a real live spray on this and see how quickly we can smoke them. Wow. Look at how quick they instantly slow down. Those jokers are on their way out. Look at that. Those are already dead. That is amazing. Boy, my wife is going to love me even more. Look at that. Look at all those dead ants. There's a couple more still got a little fight in them, but they ain't gonna last long. Well, hello there. Hope you're having a great day today. It's my two-wheeler. Well, before we jump into this, let me apologize first. Today is not an absolute ideal day to be spraying. My wind chimes are kind of whispering to me, but they're not screaming at me. So it's, I'd call it borderline, but this is something I got to get done. The ants are driving us bananas inside the house. I feel like we're being attacked by ants, man. We've got little traps and things set out inside trying to catch them. And I told my wife, I said, well, let's do that inside and then I will take care of the outside. So I'm going to spray the perimeter of the home with some bifenthrin. And twofold here. Number one, I'm taking out the ants. And number two, it's good for ticks too. We found a tick crawling on our table right there on our back patio. I've pulled one tick off me this year so far. My daughter saw one crawling in my hair the other day, pulled it out and we threw it away. And then my son, we pulled 2 ticks off of him this year. So they're kind of yucky and blah. And so I just want to, I'm ready to smoke them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of behind the guns. I apologize if you see the flag in the background or the trees rustling a little bit. Like I said, this is kind of borderline spraying, but I'm just at the point in time where I'm just ready to get it done. So I want to highlight the two-wheeler today. This is a GCI Turf Push Sprayer Pro. Not available yet, as you've heard me say in prior videos. This one, the frame of it, we buy from another manufacturer, and then we outfit it with our spray system, and it's just, it don't meet my specs. I mean, my standard. It's just a little too flimsy for me. So we're going to the fab shop and we're going to redo the frame completely and build the frame my way. And that will allow me to, move the tank back a little bit, drop the center of gravity a little bit, things like that to make it a little more sturdy. And of course the frame itself will be built out of material that is much more sturdy and heavy duty than what you see here. With me designing the frame and building it, that will also allow me to create a front end on it a little bit different than what is here now, so that we can incorporate some more cool things like maybe a spray boom on it. It's got a boom-less nozzle on it right now. Just a few little things I got to do to it, and it's just going to take a little time because my three-wheeler, the GCI Turf Boom Buddy, it's getting close, so we're focused on that one. We're going to get that one rolling out the door, and then this one will be coming up next. I don't know, the Big Nasty might be after, because it's going to take us a little bit to do all this design work and get a prototype and all that kind of thing. But I'm showing you some versatility of the sprayer today so that you'll know what's coming, okay? First and foremost, boomless nozzle. It'll spray up to 20 foot wide, depending on how you angle it. And it'll spray down to 5 or 6 foot wide, depending on how you angle it. Number 2 is pressure regulated, so you can adjust the PSI. Pretty much anything that you would run on it, whether that be the handheld wand sprayer right here, or whether it be in a boom with 5 nozzles on it. You always run this stuff between 20 and 30 psi roughly. That goes for the boom less nozzle as well. But this is really cool. It's got built-in agitation. And then I just want to show you this. This is just water, by the way, so nobody freaks out. Let me see, where's my 20 psi? I'm gonna put that at 20 right here, and that's just your basic fan tip right there, is all that is. And what's cool about this is we're going to outfit it with QD so that you can run something like the GCI Turf Premium gun. And let me set my PSI on it. This thing likes 30 PSI, right about there. And you can see right here, look at that coverage. Well, coverage may not be the right word. Look at the width of spray, how much area you can cover in a quick period of time. This does spray a heavier type droplet. And this nozzle, you can actually crank it on up to about 50 PSI if you really want to do something that requires a little more volume. And then this is cool. You've seen me show you this, the Flow Zone Vortex, and look at here. That's pretty sweet. So I'm going to be using this thing a little bit today, and I'm going to be using the premium spray gun today, and we're just going to go around the perimeter of the house and get it done. You know what I'm saying? But that's really cool right there. Instead of having to lug a backpack sprayer around your house and spray your tree and shrub and stuff like that, mosquito spray or whatever it is, you can just hook it straight up to the Push Sprayer Pro right here and have at it. And then the same will be true for the three-wheeler, the GCI Turf Boom Buddy and the Big Nasty. Matter of fact, the Big Nasty, it's going to be big and nasty, I'm telling you. So I'm gonna sit right here, power up, get it a little bit of pressure right there. Now, one advantage a backpack sprayer has over this is you don't have to stop, pick it up, move it, stop, pick it up, move it. The Big Nasty will have a small hose reel on it with like probably 25 foot maybe of hose, something like that. So it'll be more suited for this to where you don't have to move the sprayer as often. Oh wow, there's some bagworms right there. Woo, I ain't seen those. I'll have to read the label and see if bifenthrin will take those out. If not, I'll have to spray that before that tree gets wiped out. All right, now I got this premium spray gun, and this is the GCI Turf hand boom nozzle. And look at this area I'm covering right here. Just a huge area in one pass. And I can I don't know if you're in the frame, but I can come over here and spray back behind these bushes like that right there. Hopefully you can see that. I ain't moved the camera. But I'm spraying along the wall right here, perpendicular to it, and getting that whole line of the house just standing on this one side. Now, if you notice, I didn't spray on the outer edge next to the grass because I've got a boom-less nozzle. When I spray the turf, I'm just going to let it throw over into the beds and catch all this as well along the edge. A word of warning on that: this applies to any sprayer, not just mine or a backpack or Push Sprayer Pro. It applies to any sprayer. If you've run herbicides in that sprayer, spraying your turf, you want to be extremely cautious about spraying bushes and trees and shrubs. I just don't cross those lines. I just have a dedicated backpack sprayer One for Roundup, two for anything I'm going to spray tree and shrub. The reason I'm able to use this Push Sprayer Pro is it has had nothing but fertilizer in it. The one I sprayed the pre-emergent with was another prototype. It wasn't this one. So this one has only had some liquid nitrogen in it. And of course, that's been washed out several times. And even if there was some left in it, that's not going to hurt my bushes. And pretty cool, just going to go right down through here and spray all this beside my green, because this is where we hang out quite a bit. This golf green sure has been fun. We are thoroughly enjoying it. Something else I wanted to say about the spray is I do have the O2YS adjuvant in it. Anything I spray, any liquid that I spray, and I want it to come in contact with something and stick to it, like a foliar feed, like a fungicide, like an ant, or like a tick, I always run the adjuvant 100% of the time to help my product, which in this case is bifenthrin, stick to the target. I mean, what's the point if it don't stick to the target? You ain't really doing a whole lot, are you? Look at this, just kind of waving this around. I'm gonna back up right here, spray down the edge of this house, get all up under there. Go ahead and spray these camellia. Maybe it's a tick crawling on them somewhere. Go ahead and spray my Jap maple. Come over here and get these pine needles real good. Take off, go down through here. These cryptomeria are kind of open, so I'm gonna spray all up under there. Oh man, this hand boom nozzle and this premium gun is absolutely bad to the bone. Especially within the context of, you know, certain applications, it is absolutely a must. Look at that, look at all that I'm covering. One pass. And of course I can stop right here because that's where I'll spray the grass, and I can throw a little bit in that edge right there. Come over here, spray all this down real good. Get the other side of these camellia. Ants are just going to be devastated right now. Ants like to travel in these little cracks right here along this wall because I see them. So I'm gonna make sure to, oop, there they are. There they are, and there they were. Ha 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 ha! You are dead, suckers. Dead. Go ahead and spray this cephalotaxis right here. Biggest thing for me is the ticks. I can't stand a tick. Golly, I hate them. I got some friends of mine and family relatives that have been bitten by a tick and can't eat meat no more, and that would absolutely destroy me if I couldn't eat a steak. Now, one thing with this, you know, we got little Theo, our little Havanese, and I will tell my daughter and my wife that if Theo wants to go out and potty tonight, they are going to have to put him on a leash, walk him back here to the back in the pine needles where I have not sprayed. I just don't want to take any kind of risk of hurting the little dog. You can kind of figure about half the time because I've been taking the time to spray, talk you through it, and move the camera. You know what I'm saying? Next time we do this, in a month or so, we'll do it with a backpack sprayer. And we'll get to see what the difference in the time is. Whoop, there's another big trail of them. Wow, man, this stuff kills them really quickly. And now I'm gonna pretty much spray all the grass. Hopefully you can see just how wide this thing is spraying. That's pushing 20 feet at least. Got to remember to really slide over. Oh man, look at that. That is nuts. And look, I give you my word, I am not trying to tease y'all with these sprayers. I know a lot of people are interested in them. It's just, man, to get something right before you put it in the public's hands and sell it, it just takes some time. And I apologize for it taking a good while, but you know, it's just one of the things. It is what it is. Be patient, it's coming. So I mow with a 52-inch mower. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's spraying 5 mower widths wide, which is crazy. Get over here on the edge so I can hit these pine needles as well. And that quick, I feel like I've done a good job at taking out the ants and the ticks. I guess time will tell over the next few days or so whether or not we stop seeing ticks and ants. Or not ticks and ants. We don't see ticks inside the house. Ants inside the house. Crap. Daggone, I left my freaking tennis shoes on. Forgot to put my spray boots on. Sorry about that. That's a big time mess up for me. I'm gonna spray the front yard, be done, run in, take a shower and wash my feet. That's not a good example, okay? You wanna have your gloves on, your boots, and technically maybe a respirator, but some kind of face mask or something. But I have been spraying everything downwind, so I've yet to get any in my face or anything like that. But you do want to protect yourself, okay? And wearing tennis shoes is not the ideal way. So that's my bad for not being a good example. But anyway, you can see how quick that is. I don't know how long the video is. It's showing 26 minutes. By the time I edit it, it might be a 20-minute video. You could probably cut that at least by a third, if not 25%, maybe even half, if I weren't filming and moving the camera around and talking and all that. I think I could do everything you just saw me do without you watching through the camera, and it's just me, myself, and the sprayer. I think I can probably get that done in maybe 15 minutes. So fairly efficient. And that's spraying 15,000 square foot of turf and probably another probably 5,000 square feet of bedded area, and then taking the time to spray all the bushes and, you know, all that kind of thing, and spraying the perimeter of the house. So pretty efficient. Just wanted to show off you know, what the potential capabilities of the sprayer is going to be when it's available, and number 2, show you how to kill some ants and ticks. Check you later.